it wasn't the best. I think it was a game that definitely reflected, why both teams are where they are in the league. There was a real lack of quality anywhere on the pitch. It was an awful pitch, but that's no excuses. Both teams had to play on it. We were terrible on the ball, very wasteful on the ball, gave the ball away an awful lot, which led to both of their goals really. But we had chances. I think that was the frustration. We had chances, and I guess it's been the problem all season. We just weren't clinical enough. When we had them under pressure, we started the game really well. I think for the first half, it was a pretty even game. I would say we even maybe edged it first half, and then round about the hour time, that's when it changed. We seemed to, I don't know what it was. We just seemed to just not be able to get near the ball. After their first goal, that took the wind out of our sails completely, and it was a bit of a struggle from then on. But yeah, disappointing, particularly when what a great turnout from the Super White Army, over 1,100 there, which were backed the team all the way through. So that was, but again, we know big away followings and results don't always go our way. But yeah, it was disappointing. But for a game that means nothing, yeah, I don't think we learned anything new about the team, whether that be in terms of things we're good at or things we're not so good at. So it was a real end of season with nothing to play for sort of performance.
Yeah, the Wrexham game and win was a real anomaly in terms of Tranmere winning in front of a sizable crowd and putting on performance. Would it be fair to say that the fears were there from the moment the team sheet came out, Chris? Because if you look at this team sheet now, I've got it in front of me. Obviously, Tom Davies returns, but there's no Turnbull, and Turnbull's been in good touch lately. So Yarni continues at centre half. There's no Wood, and we know that Wood's been playing really well. So Dan Pike comes in and left back. There's no Brad Walker, and I've told people on here the stats before. When Brad Walker starts and when Brad Walker doesn't start, the win percentage is a massive, massive swing against Tranmere when he doesn't start. So Connor Jennings goes into holding midfield, which to me looked like a bit of an odd choice anyway, compared to some of the players that could have played as the holding midfield. But would it be fair to say that as soon as that starting lineup came out, it was kind of not alarm bells ringing, but certainly there were a few nerves as to what that score could be?
I think so. I think the big one was Brad Walker. Like you said there, the stats show that we're a force more to be reckoned with when Walker's in the side than not. And Colin Jennings has had an amazing season. Yesterday was one of those games where I don't think we got the most out of him. We get an awful lot more from him when he plays further forward. Not just because he's so good going forward. He wins a lot in the air, supports whoever he's playing alongside really well, and he doesn't suit that sitting in holding sort of player. So we definitely didn't get the best out of him there, and I think that's probably where I was going to say Doncaster. Bradford got a bit of a hold on the game. I thought Pike did well at left back. He didn't really do many things wrong. I can't think of. Yarni again. I think he's done well when he's come in. Yeah, he had one slip where he gave the ball away, and I think it was Davis sort of fished him out of a bit of a hole. But other than that, I thought he played well. He made a great last-ditch tackle late on in the second half when he's been caught over the top a couple of times in previous games, but he's obviously learned from that. So I think Walker was the big miss for sure. Disappointing that Turnbull and Davis couldn't get back together, but yeah, Walker was the big miss. We miss his presence. We miss that ability he's got to break up play, to sit on the ball. He can pick a pass, and yeah. So I don't think when you looked at the team sheet you thought, oh my god, but yeah, Walker missing was definitely something that was disappointing, and yeah, made you think, okay, who's going to go in there?